Well, honey, you've packed us a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't that romantic?
Yes.
I like that.
I got us some sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
Got a little fruit. Got some cheese and crackers. Oh, but it looks like I forgot the crackers.
Well, that's okay.
And the bread's not in here either.
Oh, well, sounds
Sorry.
more like a Lunchable than a picnic.
Hey, it's okay. I remembered the wine.
Well, you're lucky because that's what's keeping this romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
That's right. Welcome to The Riveted with Chris and Gina. Is this day 3 or day 4?
I think it's day 7.
Day 7.
May feel like
yeah,
that.
we are enjoying the Airstream International Rally in York. Another wonderful day, wonderful guests that are sitting down with us, but we just can't remember what day.
It is.
We know it's Wednesday, but we
Yes.
don't remember the day count
Yes.
because there's been so much amazing fun going on. But beautiful morning. It was 53 to 55 degrees last night. Right now it's probably low 70s, light breeze, sunny.
Beautiful.
We got the doors and the windows open. So if you hear a little background noise, it's all the action happening around us at the rallies. But we couldn't help but take advantage of this amazing, beautiful morning. So glad that you're listening.
Yes.
And we have got some great, cool guests that we've just met here at the rally, but we can tell already that we're going to be seeing them down the road often. Their names are Jon and Stacy Cadieux.
That's
And
correct.
they're from Bentonville, Arkansas. Welcome to The Riveted with Chris and Gina.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
We're glad you're here.
Yes.
Yeah, and he got your name right. That's
That's
very
right.
impressive.
Well, I mean, I practiced it just now for a few minutes before we pushed
Yeah.
the recording button. Otherwise, I would have said like, "Ka-chew," or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah.
We hear Cadieux a lot.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, I could see that.
Hmm.
Well, I'm bad at difficult names. I try.
it's that whole southern accent.
Yeah.
That you got.
My maiden name was Reif Schneider, so
Oh gosh,
Oh,
I'm used to it.
I'm glad y'all got. I'm glad
Yeah.
you got married.
Exactly. Longer than Schwarzenegger.
Wow. Well, good.
that's great.
Good to hang out with you. It's been
Yeah.
fun meeting you and hanging out so far, and glad to have you on our podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
Thanks.
Yep. So we always like to ask people their entry point into Airstreaming, like where you were in life when you decided to get one, and that kind of starts our fun chat. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we've talked about getting an RV for a long time, but you know how it is. You raise a couple kids and everything else gets in the way.
Did a lot of tent camping with the kids.
Yeah, did a lot of tent camping with the kids. And then a couple of years ago during COVID, we started getting more serious about it, but didn't really want to buy a camper at the peak of the market. So we kind of sat back and just waited. And then last year, we decided to go for a drive up to Springfield, Missouri, and looked at a few different brands. And then, you know, I could tell she wasn't really all that excited about some of the ones we looked at. But we went to a Airstream dealer up there and walked into one. And I think it was a 23-foot or 22-foot Caravel. Can't remember what it was. And she fell in love with it right away. And so we
Like,
actually...
okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is we actually put, you know, okay, let's go ahead. And
We
started
bought that one.
negotiating. We started negotiating with them on that one. And they said, well, it'll be ready in, 3 days. Come on up. Well, between that time, and we hadn't given them any money or anything, between that time and the time we were supposed to go pick it up, I said, I think we need to get a bigger one. And so we ended up negotiating with them for a 25-foot International. And that's what we ended up getting. And we had that last year. And then, of course, the first trip on that, I'm like, we should get a bigger one.
Vince trying to convince me. I'm like, we don't need a bigger one. This
Yeah.
one is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Which is apparently a common theme with Airstreamers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was in the boat business years ago, and they always called it three-footitis, and but maybe it's different in the Airstream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could see that being the case.
So in May, we went to Dallas, the Airstream of DFW there to get some warranty work on our 25 International. and ended up upgrading to a 28 International. So that's
Oh,
what
you
we have
did?
now.
So
it's
you-
that three-footitis.
The three-footitis, see?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Should we say how casually you upgraded that?
You tell the story.
He just happened to show up. We go looking at all these Airstreams. And I'm just waiting for our Airstream.
Right.
And he's like, wouldn't it be nice to have this one? Well, I'm like, oh, yeah. He just happens to have the title, all the keys, and
Oh.
everything we needed to trade in our
Just
Airstream.
so happened.
In your defense,
I was a Boy Scout. Now,
See?
granted, I was only Boy Scout for one day, but I learned the lesson to always be prepared.
he was a little too prepared for that one.
I would probably agree.
Yeah. Yeah, he already had that in the back of his mind, whether
Yeah.
you did or not,
I
right?
did, yeah,
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Now
But by the way, I'm perfectly happy with it.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
The second
Good.
we took it out like 2 weeks later.
She was perfectly happy with it until she toured the neighbor's 33-foot
Oh.
with that bathroom in it.
Oh,
yeah.
in the back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something else.
Yeah.
They're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
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 But no, don't get any ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be like 5-footitis there.
It
Mhm.
would.
Yeah.
It would.
I like that one. The only thing I don't like about it is the bathroom in the back because I like having the windows open and being able
Oh,
to
yeah.
see
That's-
all
yeah.
the way out the rig. And I
Yeah.
think that would feel tighter or shorter to me.
And that's a good point.
Yeah.
Our first one was a front bedroom twin,
Mhm.
and now our new one's a rear bedroom twin, and we
Mhm.
do like having the bedroom in the back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. And with ours,
Just feels spacious.
yeah, our queen in the back, it has hanging lockers on either side, and we do have the nice windows straight down the middle, but we don't have the wraparound windows like a lot of the newer ones have, which it would make it even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, we were parked by the Colorado River and had all the windows open in the back. And
Yeah.
it was something else.
Our
Yeah.
campsite literally was against the river, and
Yeah.
then when then I was in Salida, Colorado for a while while she was back in home, and I got a campsite right on the Arkansas River,
Oh, nice.
and it was just nice to
You
wake
just
up,
hear it.
and it was so cool. You didn't have to run the air conditioner, You just-
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
and it just I left the curtains wide open, and it was just beautiful.
Our kind of experience like that I have stuck in my memory is we were in Moab, Utah, and we were boondocking, and we had our back window open, which is right over
Mhm.
our head in the bed. And I woke up and just kind of looked straight up out the window, and the sky was full of stars, dark sky kind of stuff. And it literally looked like those stars were coming in the window. They were so
yeah.
bright.
Nice.
Mhm.
And, I laid there and looked at, and even with the tinted glass, they were just bright.
Yeah,
And right there, it was almost like I was outside looking straight up. It was pretty awesome.
yeah,
And that was kind of a lesson for us to not open that back awning over that window sometimes if we are in places where we think that kind of stuff could happen.
right.
Right. Yeah.
And to block
Yeah,
that.
because the awning blocks it.
Yep.
But it's great when it's raining and you can have everything open still. And
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
The international trim is awesome. I
It's
mean,
beautiful.
what color did you get?
I don't know the name of it. It's,
Like a light gray? maybe?
Yeah, it's the grayish one, not
Okay.
the blue.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
the, yeah, it's the
Yeah.
grayish
Yeah.
one.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we like it.
Did you have to switch trucks but when you did that upgrade, or? Yeah, that's good.
No.
No,
That's
I
good.
did that.
With
So
the first one.
the first one, when we bought it, I had a 1/2-ton GMC, and we drove it home, pulling the 25. We got home, and I had actually worn the brake cable through,
Wow.
because there's so much sag in it.
Yeah. Just that quick.
Yeah, that quick, just on the first drive. So then I told her, I said, well, if we're going to really do some hauling on this, we might want to upgrade to a 3/4 ton. So the following, 2 weeks later, we got a 3/4 ton Chevy with a Duramax diesel in it.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
We talked to somebody the other day here at the rally that had that truck,
Mhm.
didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they really liked it.
I love it. And, I bought it brand new in April of last year, and we just put 32,000 miles on it.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. But we went on a 5,500 mile trip with the
Mhm.
Airstream in June for 6 weeks, and then coming out here, and then
Yeah.
Keep
What's-
in mind, when
what's
we
been your-
for an RV? I thought we were looking for like a little tiny thing just to go to the
Yeah.
lake once in a while.
Yeah.
With kids
yeah,
and-
take the great
yeah,
kids
I
out.
trust me, I'm enjoying every minute. But
Yeah.
I did not envision the
Yeah.
life that we have now.
Right.
Being
Yeah.
gone for 6 weeks at a time and just
Yeah.
going as far as you can go, and it's great.
And my parents had an Airstream.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Was
Yeah.
there anyone else in your family that had it or
Yeah,
like growing up?
and they did the same thing. I remember in the 70s they had a 8-man canvas tent. I'm not exaggerating when I say it probably weighed 200 pounds.
Yep.
And it was this, it was the size of a small car when you rolled it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then they upgraded to a pop-up camper, and I have lots of memories of pulling into campsites at night and having to manually crank that thing up and feel like you're waking up the neighborhood.
Those beds out.
Exactly. and then at some point, my stepdad decided that he was going to get a travel trailer, and he was a pretty frugal guy, being born and raised during the Great Depression. He found, apparently, because I put it on Airstream Addicts because I found a picture of it. I didn't know anything about it. And I put it on there, and after about lots of arguing amongst the experts on Airstream Addicts, and I think we got like 78 comments, the experts determined it's a 1966 23-foot trade wind.
Wow.
Oh.
And it
cool.
was a piece of junk in 1970, whenever they bought it, 77, 78.
Yeah.
And, the air conditioner didn't work.
Didn't have shag carpeting or something.
Oh, yeah. My mom had it redecorated with burnt orange shag carpet, matching curtains.
Redecorated.
Yeah.
Latest and greatest.
Yeah. But it was, I still have a lot of fond memories of it,
Yeah.
That's awesome. And to your point, Stacy, about how you get that 25, now you're in a 28, and all these things you're doing that you didn't think you were going to do, but you're having fun, is like, that's adding an Airstream to your life.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
That's what happens.
No clue.
Yeah.
And it is, that's a really, really wonderful thing.
So do you have any memory of your parents going to any rallies or any kind of stuff like this?
No, they didn't do that stuff. My mom loved Florida, and I was, born and raised in Michigan. And so we camped around some of the state parks in Michigan on weekends.
Yeah.
Nothing major. And then my mom loved to spend Christmas Christmas time down in Florida Keys.
Mm-hmm.
So we would haul it down there. And they did this up until about 1983, because the reason I say that is because that's when they sold it to my stepdad's cousin, and they bought a condominium in Bonita Beach, Florida.
Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, they would haul it down there with a 1979. Their tow vehicle was a 79 Jeep Grand Wagoneer,
Mm-hmm.
and the old joke of nowadays anybody puts something on there and they always go, well, does it have stopping power? It's like, did any of those cars have the appropriate stopping power back then?
Yeah.
But they hauled it back and forth, and then after a while, they got smart, discovered that they were just going to Florida all the time. They just started keeping it down in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept it at a place that it was a campground and storage. So they would call down, and the
pull it out.
people would pull it out and stick it in the
That's
spot
great.
for them.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that works.
And actually, I did spring break down there in 1982 with a good friend of mine. And then my parents and my brother and his friends stayed in a condo in Naples, Florida. And we stayed at this place. My dad had it pulled out, and so my buddy and I stayed at in the Airstream for spring break.
That'd be fun.
I could imagine there were stories from that.
Oh yeah,
Especially in 82,
Oh, boy.
84.
Well,
in that
None that you
area.
can tell right now.
Crazy.
actually, one of the stories is that we were 16 years old, and my stepdad shows up one morning, and me and my buddy are hungover, and my stepdad probably suspected that we were drinking, and he walks in, and it's like 9 o'clock. We're still asleep, and he walks into the refrigerator, opens the refrigerator, gets a beer out, cracks it open, and doesn't say a word to us about why 16-year-olds have beer.
Yeah.
But those are different times, man.
Yeah, it was different
sure.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, I was legal at 18. I was legal again at 19, and then at 21 because they kept changing the age. I don't know if you remember that or not, because I'm assuming we're
What
about the
state?
same age. North Carolina.
Oh, really?
So at 18 we could drink
Yeah.
beer and alcohol, and then they decided not to do that. Right as I was turning 19, they decided we're going to bump that up to 19. So they did. but I had just turned 19, so I was still legal. And then they decided to make it 21. And of course, at that point, I'm 21 and I'm still
Right.
legal. And I'm like,
Yeah.
they just keep changing it. But yeah, it's
I know we
21
had
now.
3-2 beer at 18.
Yeah.
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 And-
Yes, we go through 3-2 bars.
Yes.
And
yes.
Gina, you tell me I drink too much.
Well, yeah, well, that's now.
It's not-
I'm
Well, no.
talking about 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Long time ago.
God, that's terrible.
So, talking about beer and drinking real quick, let's talk about this a second. I think it's awesome. It's always fun to learn about Airstreamers that have cool businesses, cool side gigs or passions or hobbies or whatever.
Mhm.
But you guys take it to a different level in your town, and tell us about your brewery.
So the brewery is BikeRack Brewing Company. It's in Bentonville, Arkansas, and it was founded in 2013 by a group of guys. A couple of them were friends of ours, and we had the opportunity a couple of years ago to buy in, and then also kind of lead take it over and run it. So I've been doing that for the last couple of years, and we are, if you're familiar with Bentonville, it's the home of Walmart, and we're on 8th Street in Bentonville, and Walmart's headquarters are on 8th and Walton, the corner of 8th and Walton
Yeah,
Street, on
nice.
the other end of 8th Street. But as we speak, they're finishing up moving everybody into the new campus, which is literally right across the street from us.
Oh, wow.
Sing-
And it's 350 acres, and I've heard anywhere from 15 to 22,000 employees.
Oh.
Wow. So did you enlarge your brewery?
No. And our brewery is in an old Tyson chicken processing plant.
Okay.
That a certain family in the area bought and redid it in 2017, and that's when they moved the brewery there. And we have distribution, so we have we can the beer, we distribute it locally and in other parts of Arkansas. You can buy it. I think we're in about 20 area Walmarts, so you can buy our beer in those.
Very
and then
cool.
of course you can get it at restaurants and bars, and then we have a tap room. And our tap room has kind of changed over time because the trend now, for really since 2012, beer consumption in the United States has been on the decline, and the younger drinkers or people of drinking age, or 20s and 30s, they're not consuming beer like we did when we were younger. They're
Right.
going more toward the cocktails, what they call RTD, ready to drink.
Mhm.
So the high noons, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And since we're so invested financially with the beer production, we can't just abandon that. But in our tap room, we're aware of that. So now we're offering some cocktails
Some old fashions,
old fashions.
Yeah.
It's limited. It's not like you can walk in and go,
Yeah.
give me some obscure drink. We won't do that.
Yep.
Right.
We pre-batch everything, what we do offer, and it's been and then we added food about a year ago, and so we never had food before, so it's been an interesting year for us as we've
Yeah.
tried to adapt.
So you have like a kitchen and everything in your brewery, or you have like food trucks added to
Well,
your...
they've had food trucks there since they opened, but the food truck business, my observation it must be very difficult to be successful at it, because I bet you since 2017, I bet you there's been 25 different food trucks.
Oh.
that
Come,
have
come and go.
And you never knew when they were
Yeah.
going to be open. It just
Yeah.
wasn't very reliable.
And
Some of
it's-
them were. There were steady eddies there,
Yeah.
but not all of them.
And what
Yeah.
we saw was that people would be there at 9:00 at
Yeah.
night. All the food trucks are closed. They'd come up and go, "Hey, do you guys have any food?"
Yeah.
And we'd say, "No, we don't." "Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and close out our tab. We're going to go find food."
Right.
So we were losing that business.
Right.
And then, on Sundays, we'd have really good Sundays, but the food trucks would be closed all day Sunday.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So we decided that we were going to start doing our own. And our kitchen is very limited because to put a hood in and all that stuff, we don't have
Yeah.
the space for it. So we worked with a local restaurant equipment supplier and also a food vendor. And they together, we all came up with, we basically have, I joke it's the world's most expensive microwave, but it's a microwave convection oven.
Yeah.
That's, I think that it costs about $12,000.
Whoa.
But
The people up front don't even know where it's coming from because it feels like it's coming out of a real kitchen.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Wow.
And then the food vendor just really did it. Our rep is a former chef, so he's been very helpful with us. And then we've had a couple of really good chefs working for us and help us kind of round out our menu. And we just keep it really simple. Chicken wings, chicken tenders. We have a couple of pretzels. One of them, I named it. It's on the menu as the big ass pretzel. It's a 1 pound pretzel,
Whoa.
and it's only imagine if a pretzel is made of rope, right? It's kind
Right.
of ropish. It's like 2 inches tall.
Wow.
Whoa.
Thick. It's like eating bread, but it's
Yeah.
very, very good.
Yeah.
With a beer cheese.
Yeah,
sauce.
we make our own beer cheese.
With your, I was going to say with your beer.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then for the wings, we do some unique seasonings, and then we also make our own, blue cheese and ranch.
The wings have gotten their own following in Bentonville.
Yep.
There's people who come there just to have those wings.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Nice.
and we do on Wednesdays. We do $1 Wednesday wing night.
Oh.
And it's become usually Friday is our best night, and I think it's probably our second best night of the week
Okay.
now.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed with this question, but are you a Harvest host?
Yes, we are not.
You're not.
No, we don't own the property, and parking is already. Sometimes the parking lot's wide open, but in the complex, it's actually called the 8th Street Market.
Yeah.
Right next to us is a breakfast place called Homegrown.
Yep.
And man, you get there on a Thursday morning, and there's no place to
Yeah.
park.
Oh, wow.
There is an empty lot next to the spot that's owned by the same people that own the complex we're in, and we're actually talking about doing something like that until they figure out what they're going to do with the empty lot.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be open to it,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, we just encourage any listeners that are in that general area of Arkansas to definitely pay them a visit when they're passing through, because it's always great to hear of somebody in the Airstream community that has a great resource like that we can visit.
Well, sure. And we love supporting each
Oh,
other. So that's
absolutely. For
great.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I think I want to go to Bentonville.
No,
Yeah,
you do.
you should.
It's
Yeah.
a great town.
Yeah. That's great.
I'm sure we'll go through there.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 5,500 mile trip you said that you took, what was that like? Where'd you go?
Well, we headed through Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and then headed back home from there. But we hit Bryce National Park,
That
Zion
was
National
beautiful.
Park. We did
Took
painted-
our bikes to the park for 20-something
Yeah.
miles. And
Wow.
Sweet.
that was great.
Painted Rock, the Petrified Forest. Visited some friends in Denver as well as
Arizona.
in Phoenix, Arizona. I think we hit a lot of very nice places. If you're in Sedona, Arizona, I highly recommend the Rancho Sedona RV resort. Very nice. And then in Colorado, we stayed at the KOA in Glenwood Springs, which was where we actually backed up and had the Colorado River behind us. Very nice area, but the whole trip was really good. There was a couple places that we wouldn't return to, but I won't say what those are.
Right, and
That's okay if you do.
and was that this?
People are like, yeah, the listeners sitting there going,
Which ones?
We went to Taos, and we were a little disappointed with Taos. We did
Okay.
not stay at up toward the resort. We stayed in town, and with the area we picked
Was that with all the sirens?
Yep, the sirens
Oh.
were going 24 hours a day.
Wow.
You went to bed with the police sirens. You woke up to the police sirens.
Wow.
That was our observation.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. At the
That was our
time y'all were there.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and was
And
that
we
was
were
that
there
trip
for-
this summer or last year?
No, there was this. It was in May and June.
Oh, of this year.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
Yep. Perfect time of the year to get.
we
out.
were there 2 nights, and but we were, and then we went to the resort, and it was
Okay.
it was okay.
Well, I mean, we all have those places where we think they're going to be great, and it wasn't to your liking. But
Yeah,
for the most part, the bulk of that trip sounded like it was awesome.
It was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we were joking as we were headed home. She says, "How about we go home, stay home for a week, and figure out where we're going next?"
Oh, see? Look at that. Look at that.
I like
And this
it.
is coming from the person who's like, okay, I'm planning this trip and it's going to be 4 or 5 weeks. I'm like, no, I am not going to be gone from home for more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're 3 weeks into this trip, and John comes out one afternoon and goes, "Can you believe we've gone for 3 weeks already?" I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I mean, it flew
time
by
flies.
so fast.
It
We were having
does.
so much fun.
Yes. Well, you're constantly doing something different, and so you're not thinking about the time that's passing or the days of the week
Yep.
or whatever.
And
You
even this one,
what's
planning
next?
it, I'm
What's
like,
next?
when are we getting home? And now I'm like, well, I can stay a couple more days.
Oh, I like
like,
that.
yeah,
I
I'll
like
make
to
it
hear
work.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it just the two of you? You don't take any children with you? Or
No.
Pets or nothing.
Yeah.
Usually we have our dog Nellie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
a pet.
But this trip, we didn't know what to expect here. So our daughter has 3 kids, and they love
Yeah.
Nellie.
Mm-hmm.
Nellie's in heaven right now.
So Nellie loves being with them. So
Great.
they're having fun right now.
Yeah.
Our Airstream is affectionately named Nellie.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We don't refer to it by that name a lot, but
No.
that name was given to it by our granddaughter.
Oh,
Yes.
there you go. Adorable.
Yep.
Only because it's supposed to be a little differently, but only because our first 3 trips out. Well,
Yeah.
was it the exact first 3? I can't remember.
First 3 stops.
Okay.
First 3 places we camped.
Yes.
But it was of course over several weeks of time.
Yes, and we got a nail or screw in our tire and had flat
Yeah.
tires
Yeah.
Oh, no.
3 times in a row.
3 times.
Yeah.
And our granddaughter's with us, and she's like, "Yeah, we should call her Nellie, like nails."
Yeah.
But
Her little,
but
a
but
little
we
southern
say-
accent.
Yeah.
She was
That's
saying
cute.
Nelly.
That's funny.
Yeah. But we said Nellie. So
Yeah. That's
yeah.
how we got it. But,
Yeah, it's all right.
How you liking the rally so far?
It's great.
It's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm geeking out on just talking to other people and learning what they do to theirs and how they do this and how they do
John
that.
is in his
and,
element right now.
Good.
You know,
Good.
I'm becoming a little bit obsessed with trying to figure out how to run an air conditioner on batteries so we can
Yeah.
go off grid more, or harvest host without having to have a hookup,
Yep.
but without spending $10,000 on all of that stuff. And then also, I don't really want to do the generator thing for a lot of reasons, but probably the number one reason is the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out in the peaceful area and
Mhm.
you're running a generator or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is my truck has a 3 amp AC outlet in the
Right.
back, so I could probably charge the batteries with it, and it's a diesel, but it's not that noisy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just trying to figure those things out. So talking to different people, and Brad Driver, who's just a couple doors down from you, he and I have become friends, and of course he's very helpful to so many Airstreamers with his YouTube stuff. And he, but I've gotten some guidance from him on what to do and what not to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
That you get that at this rally. Is this your first international?
It is.
It's same,
Oh,
same
yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
And that resource can come from lots of different people with lots of different types of rigs, but the
Well, you get
the
it at
info's
the
the same.
Yeah.
yeah, you get it at the local rally.
Yeah.
Local rallies too.
For sure.
Yeah, whenever you go there, but here you just have a mass of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the creativity of it, on the simplest things, not just getting into too much technology, but
And just look inside yours. I mean, these couches
Yeah.
are comfortable. It's
Yeah.
like
Like
who would have
this.
thought?
Yeah.
and storage ideas
Yeah.
and decorating ideas and
Mhm.
oh, this breaks all the time, so this is what we did to
Mhm.
stop it from breaking all the time,
Right.
or whatever. I mean, just
Yeah.
stuff like that's just been really, really
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about it, but I think we're leaning toward going to the one next year in Minot.
Yay. That's
I would
it.
say probably, distance wise from you guys, would it be almost similar?
It's about 200 miles
Yeah.
closer than this trip.
Oh,
Closer.
right. Yeah.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I guess there's going to be one in 2 years in Wyoming,
right.
Mhm.
which everybody says was great because everybody had full hookups.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we'll probably definitely do that.
That'll
Yeah.
be
We used to camp.
And I love Wyoming.
Yeah, we used
Yeah,
to
we do
camp a
too.
lot. We
Yep.
when we lived in Denver, we had a friend who had his grandfather owned a ranch up there called Warren
That's right.
Livestock Company. And at one time, he told me that Warren Livestock Company was the largest private landowner in the United States. The ranch just in Wyoming, continuous, was 750,000 acres.
Oh, wow.
So we
Wow.
used to go camping on it. His grandfather had sold it off, some of it in the 80s, but they still had several 100,000 when we were camping on it. And we
You're
would
not
go.
telling any of those camping stories.
No, we're not going to.
Yeah, don't go there.
We would,
Uh-oh.
we go tent camping, and to get back there would beat the crap out of your cars
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the roads were not.
Sure.
Roads were ranch roads,
Right.
and so we'd get back there, and I remember one time it was nighttime. There was like a sloping hill that might have been 100 feet higher than where we were at. So we all went up there at nighttime. And you stood up there and you look around and you could see the satellites going across because there was
It was
no light
beautiful.
pollution,
Sure.
out
Right.
there. You could see clearly see the Milky Way,
Mm-hmm.
but you do a 360-degree turn and you wouldn't see so much as a light bulb. You wouldn't see
Sure.
a
Yes.
car on some distant road, nothing like that. It was really, but you would hear the coyotes on the
Yes.
outside of where
Yeah.
we were at.
Yeah.
I bet.
Oh, absolutely.
That was a little intimidating,
That- I mean, Wyoming is one of our
We love
favorite
it.
places. I mean,
Yeah.
our first summer we had our Airstream. We went out west and enjoyed that a solar eclipse of 2017 at
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
Teton. Spent a ton of time around the Jackson, Wyoming area, and it just
it's
awesome.
really
awesome.
grown and commercialized a lot now there.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a millionaire's paradise there.
Through that part.
But-
yeah, in Jackson Hole
Yes,
area for sure.
But if you get off on the outskirts, you can still be around the Tetons and Boondock and
yeah.
have a good time.
Jump in when
Love
you
it.
want to, but stay out of the way
Yeah.
if you need to. But
Yeah, we love
yeah,
it.
it's beautiful. I
There's
can
a
only
brewery.
imagine.
There's a brewery there that they thought we were locals because we were there. So
We were going.
every day.
We were going for the happy hour to get half price beer, and we'd still leave with $100 bar tab because we would, be getting appetizers and all kinds of other stuff. And we were going so frequently those few weeks that they thought we lived there.
Yeah.
And
We would ride our bikes, and this is non-electric bikes, just regular bikes.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd ride our bikes from where we were camping. We'd ride them down into the town, which was, I don't know, 6 miles or something.
and it was mostly downhill.
Mostly downhill, which was great. And we'd go to the brewery. We're riding our bikes to go to the brewery, right? They got to know us so well that they would offer us a ride back.
Really?
Put them
Up the hill.
so we wouldn't have to pedal back up the
We're sitting
hill.
there eating and
Did you
drinking.
take
They're
them
like,
up on it?
"Oh, absolutely."
I love
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm so full now. I don't want to go riding back up that hill
I think
because
that
I'll be pushing the bike up the hill."
yeah, I think that that Rock Springs is going to be a big rally.
Yes.
I mean,
I think so,
Every
too.
I've not heard anybody say they did not like that rally the last time I was there, and
And then we have so many new people that want to
yeah,
go.
and
yeah.
supposedly the facility made a lot of improvements on because of Airstream's
Yes.
relationship or the club's relationship with them and having it there, and so this one's
It's
going
gonna
to
be good.
Going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So,
We'll make it good. That's what Airstreamers do.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, we also thank you here
Yes.
on the podcast for donating some of your BikeRack Brewing beer for our
Yes.
happy hour
Yeah, you're
tonight.
welcome.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
We're
forward to it,
excited
too.
about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's tonight.
Yeah, I can't wait once it's over and we do a podcast to tell our listener how many
What it was like.
people were here. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It's gonna be cool.
well, we were thinking about 80 to 100 people, but I think we
We may exceed
way
that.
Where are you
have
gonna
exceeded
put 'em all?
that. I know. I don't
I
know.
got this whole
know.
estate. Oh,
Yeah.
State.
Yeah,
We-
yeah.
yeah.
We we're fortunate with this spot, and
Yes.
this episode's definitely gonna come
Air
out
way
much
later.
after the
Yeah.
the
That's
rally. but
okay.
We just all of these fun recordings we've been doing here during the rally is just our way of hopefully letting Airstreamers that aren't here feel like they knew what was
Yeah.
going on,
Right.
enjoy it. So we hope you've getting something out of it and appreciating it. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much
Thanks
for
for
visiting with
everything.
us a little bit.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
invite.
Thank you.
Quite
And-
welcome.
Thank you, Stacy, for sitting on here with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did see it was
You
Thank
did great.
very
Yes.
comfortable. You did wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, you guys. Well, we'll see you later around the rally and see you down the road in the future. Okay.
Thank
right,
you.
thanks.
We appreciate
All right.
you. That was a lot of fun.
It was. You know what I'm thinking though?
Oh, I know what you're thinking.
B-double-E-double-R-U-N beer run. B-double-E-double-R-U-N beer run.
I guess I know where we're headed.
Going to Arkansas.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, listener, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and we're going to leave you with a quick word about our Patreon community. We hope you can support us there, and we'll see you on the next episode. See you down the road, okay?
We'll see you down the road.
I'd like to take a moment to tell you about Patreon and how you can help support the Riveted with Chris and Gina podcast. Patreon is a simple, interactive way to support the people who make the content you love. There's no value that can be assigned, so you can enjoy these inspiring stories of Airstream enthusiasts from all quarters of the USA. But there are associated costs with operating the website and hosting the podcast, in addition to the large amount of time it takes to curate and edit each weekly episode. For as little as $5 a month, the equivalent of a cup of coffee or a beer, you can help the Riveted with Chris and Gina become the podcast of the Airstream community. Becoming a patron also means you will get first-to-know details, free merch, invites to special Zoom-based hangouts, and more. The link to Patreon is in this episode description. Thanks in advance for your support and love. See you down the road.
Woo.
We've come a long way, and I only say goodbye because, we never say goodbye on a caravan, but we'll be seeing you down the road.